Hey guys, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. On today's video, we're going to talk about 5 popular communities in Temecula and figure out which ones might be the best for you if you're planning on purchasing a home in Southern California in the year 2023. Just right off the bat, I can tell you that Temecula is sort of that diamond in the rough along with Murrieta, in my opinion, in Southern California. It's got good schools, it's safe, there's not a lot of homeless. It's just a really good family type of community, lots of parks, lots of extracurricular activities for kids. So if you are thinking of moving to Southern California, really look into either Temecula or Murrieta. In my opinion, I've lived a lot of places throughout Southern California, and this is probably one of my top favorites, top 1 or 2 favorites that I've lived. Demand in regards to housing, I do think that in the next year is going to be an amazing opportunity for buyers. The problem that we're having now is affordability because of the high interest rate. It's not that people don't want to buy a home. It's just sellers have not realized, a lot of them, that you can't go from an average of a $3,000 house payment up to a $4,300 house payment. Hopefully that will change in the near future. The one thing I can tell you from experience in the last 2 or 3 months working with some buyers is they're getting to pick what home they want. If you want a pool home, if you want a home with solar, if you want a single story, all of these are available, and you will get an opportunity not only to purchase these homes, but also get closing costs, get your loan or interest rate bought down by the seller. There's a lot of different things that are happening in the market right now that will benefit you as a buyer. Okay guys, so the first community I'm going to talk about is Harveston, and why this community might be of any interest to you as a buyer if you're planning on moving to Temecula. Number 1, it's the farthest north community in Temecula. Now, if you don't know, I can tell you that just getting without traffic from north to South Temecula is going to take you 20 minutes. When you add traffic in, that's going to be 30 to 50 minutes some days. So if you are working north, Harveston is a great option just for not living in your car daily. It's going to save a lot of drive time, and it is a very beautiful community. When it comes to amenities, it's got a beautiful walking trail around a Lake Harveston Lake. It's about a mile. It's got a Olympic-sized pool, cabanas, a hot tub. It's got sports parks, baseball fields, basketball, soccer, really everything that you could possibly want being outdoors, Harveston has. A lot of pride in ownership in Harveston. If you drive around the community, the curb appeal is very nice. And the tax rate is not too bad. It's at 1.5%, with many areas in Harveston being around $100 a month for an HOA payment. Now, there are areas that have 2 HOAs in Harveston that bring it up to around $200, $220. So we would just have to look at those and figure out if you're okay with that. Okay, so the next community I want to talk about was Royal Ranch. One of the negatives right off the bat, I just want to be upfront, is that it's a little farther from the 15 freeway. So if that's annoying to you, every day getting to the freeway, it's going to be probably around a 15-minute drive. But other than that, it's an awesome community. Number 1, it is gated. Sometimes it's guard gated, sometimes it's not. The majority of homes or gated communities in Temecula are just gated. They're not guard gated. It has a beautiful pool. It has a beautiful clubhouse. The homes are relatively new. It's close to the wineries, and just overall, it's a really, really nice complex, and I highly recommend that you keep Royal Ranch on your radar. Okay, so next up, probably my favorite community in all of Temecula, just on the aesthetics and how it looks and how the community is kept, is Morgan Hill. Again, the downside to Morgan Hill is that it is farther from the freeway, but other than that, you're getting a gorgeous community. Oh, and the other negative is that the tax rate is a little higher. It's at around 2%. But other than that, you are not going to find a nicer community in Temecula. Again, the pool, the tennis courts, the views, the extracurricular activities for the kids at the clubhouse and at the pool. The parks throughout Morgan Hill are absolutely beautiful. So if that is the type of thing that is important to you, definitely check out Morgan Hill. And it's also, you know, very close to amenities that you would need daily in way of grocery stores and things like that. Probably a 10 to 12 minute drive to get to anything that you would need. Maybe a little farther than, let's just say, a Harveston, which I forgot to mention that, just how close it is to everything. It makes it really convenient, but it's not something that you're going to be annoyed with at how far it is when you actually take in all the benefits that Morgan Hill has as a community overall. Okay guys, next up and finally, I wanted to throw a community in there that's well known. It is that rural feel with larger lots in the middle of Temecula. It's called Meadowview. A lot of people that want horses live in Meadowview. That opportunity is available to you. But then there's people that just want a larger lot, maybe to put an ADU or a nice size pool in the backyard. The properties are going to start at about 1/4 of an acre and go up from there, I think, to around 2 acres. So depending on what area of Meadowview you live in, you could have views. The one thing that, in my opinion, is a little bit of a downside is there are a lot of homes built on hills. So I just don't like how it's just weird. Like you'll go into the garage and that's the upstairs, and then the downstairs with the kitchen and everything, you actually have to go down the stairs to do it. I'm not saying that that is a negative for everybody, but some of the layouts of certain homes I just personally don't like. But other than that, amazing community. It's beautiful. It's got horse trails, and really a huge benefit, in my opinion, is to be able to live in that country feel, but have everything around you within 5 minutes. When you drive into Meadowview and you get in your home and you have that nice property, you're not going to feel like you're in the city. You drive 5 minutes, there's Costco, the mall, everything, even the 15 freeway is close. So if you want amenities that are very close by, but not have to feel like you're in the city, Meadowview is an awesome opportunity. So there you have it, guys. Those are 5 communities. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of information because I'm just doing this off some notes. If you really want to go in depth and ask some questions about these communities, I have blog posts. I have tons of information on exploringtemecula.com, but you can also call me and we can go through everything from tax rates to HOAs to what the pool looks like, what does the green space look like, what do the homes that have horses look like, how big are they, how much, everything that you would need to know about any one of these communities. I'll be able to give you some great information which will help you make your decision on whether or not Temecula is a good fit for you a lot easier. So until next time, from Exploring Temecula, thank you very much.